Okay, I know I should have started this a bit before I started cleaning it. Nice loose chain on it. Anyway, I just gave it a quick wash, but now I'm actually washing underneath the hood on the engine, and oh my god, it is so bad. So, it's already starting to get pretty dark out, but that is horrible. The fins literally have a millimeter of grime everywhere, all the way back on it. By the looks of it, this top has never come off. The air filter is black. Still has great compression, so I'm going to let this soak in a bit, then I'm going to give it another pressure wash. So yeah, but so far it looks to be in pretty decent shape. Okay, so I already washed it now about 3 times, and of course there's even more grime and dirt in it. I'm just using a garden hose. I don't want to, take out the pressure washer. I did originally, before I took off the top cover, bring it to the car wash, but I don't care if a little bit gets in the intake. I'll make sure to clean that all out thoroughly before I start it or store it. So go ahead and let this sit this time for about 10-15 minutes. The first time I only let it sit for like 5. Just using Canadian Tire Motor Master engine cleaner foaming, so it works pretty decent on everything else. Don't worry about the noise in the garage. Some body work being done in there. So next project after this, I'm going to finish up the TS 350. I actually do have the whole engine put back together with new parts. I just got to get to throwing up the video. Then after, I'm going to be working on that 16 horse right there. Try to get that thing going. So, and then probably the snowblower on the Sears SS16. So, okay. Yeah. It's raining a little bit hard. Can't really tell here, but holy crap. Yeah, there's like an inch of water there and I'm soaked. Yeah. Okay, so I just finished washing it. Kind of gave it a quick dry. Sure, there might be a little bit of water left in it, hard to say. I'm pretty well soaked. Right there is the TS350. You can see it's pretty much complete. Never painted anything on it yet. So anyway, I'll give this a shot of Start You Bastard. There's no gas in the tank as far as I know. It might pull a few drops, who knows. So just give me a second here to prop up my camera on the old man here. So make sure you don't put your thumb in front of it. Let's see if it's going to start. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of... Oh. Well, that's just a chain bouncing back and forth. And of course, I don't know, it's super loose, but the chain, I'm just going to hope the chain locks it. Towards that. Get a big ass boot in here. This thing actually has a lot of compression. Well, that passes my test for now. So I know the engine sounds pretty decent there. So what I'll do now is I'll finish cleaning it. You can see it's pretty clean right now. Give it a little bit more of a clean, put some gas in it and see if it starts. I was going to pull off the carburetor, give it a cleaning and stuff, but I might not have to. Now when I was cleaning it, found this inside it, so I see if I can find out where that came from. If not, I'll have to run it without it and just run it till something falls apart. Okay, so I pulled off the chain tensioner, well, the chain brake. You can see it's pretty freaking dirty, so I'm going to clean that up. I'm just taking a look at the tensioner, just the fact that how loose this chain was when I got it. So I'm going to take a look, also looking at the bearings. Well, that's not bearings there, but the actual crank bearings, make sure there's no play. I noticed this one here already has the bracket here to stop the muffler bolts from coming loose. So this is the decompression lever here. It's missing the handle, but I'll probably never ever use that, so I could care less about that. So you can see the carburetor cleaned up super, super nice. And the rest of the saw did. So I'm just going to give this a nice cleaning. Degrease the inside of the clutch. Put back on the chain. That's the chain slider, I guess. That's kind of different. So, and see if I can get it going. Okay, so now I see why the chain's so loose. It's right at the end of the adjuster. So I'll have to get a different bar and chain for this. It's not even the original one anyway, so not too big of a deal. Chain does look minty. See if it fits my other saw. Anyway, so I'll have to just put this on hold pretty much until I find a new bar and chain for it. Now I see where this nut came from. It came right from in here for the air filter to mount or screw to. So just goes in. Well, it'll just push in there, so I'll have to do it without the camera. So that's the only place I could think of that it came from. There we go, just like that. And now the air filter will go on. So good thing I found that. Well, mind you, it probably wouldn't have been very hard to find a new one. So air filter is in pretty decent shape still. I just gave it a quick rinse. I will buy a new one once I can verify that the saw is in good shape. So time to put in some gas, and of course I'll have to start it up just without the chain for now. Sweet. Okay, so can't put on the chain as you've seen. It's the wrong one. So what I'm going to do now is give it. I just put some gas in it. So I'm going to save myself 100 pulls. I'm just going to give it a quick shot of this in the carb and see what happens. So I'll pass the camera over here. There you go, old man. Remember, do not cover it. No. Backward. Turn it. Okay, your finger's not in the view?
No.
Okay. Switch on. Nothing stuck. That's going off.
Run.
Chain brake works. Don't want to run it too long because I don't have the cover to blow the air through the fins here. So of course I don't want to overheat it.
I think it probably just needs a little bit of carburetor.
Well, it's idling a bit too high, but it could be just the way the guy had it set. Basically, I got to put on the chain and see what how the clutch is. Because if the chain's not free spinning on idle, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it idling a bit high, but as long as the chain's not, going nuts. If basically, I always turn them down until the chain stops moving. And if a saw is worn out, sometimes you can't do that. But anyway, I guess I'll put on the cover and have to wait till I pick up the chain. Well, it looks like it has a little bit of a fuel leak. This is after sitting away for about 5 minutes. So it's not leaking from the cap, it's actually leaking from somewhere up in here. So it's probably one of the main fuel lines. Hard to say. I'll pull back off the cover, see if I can track that down. Listen, that clutch free spin has been already going for about 10 seconds. It's guaranteed getting oil. So that's good. That's why I have that there. Anyway, next time you see this, I'll probably make a video of actually being in the bush cutting some trees with it. So it seems to be good to go.